Welcome back, guys. Today I've got for you a nice full body flow. We are going to start in a 4-point kneel position in the middle of your mat. So just take place, making sure we're nice and square here with those shoulders are sitting over those wrists and the hips are in line with the knees. We're going to start. We're going to start with your breathing. So nice big inhale through your nose. We're going to drop the ribcage down towards the floor, arch through the back and look up to the ceiling. As we breathe out, we're going opposite way, tucking chin to chest, rounding through that spine, looking up towards your belly button. Big breath in, arching the back, dropping the tummy down towards the floor, looking up to the ceiling. Breath out around the spine. Look in towards your thighs or up towards your belly button. That's it. We're going to keep moving like this, following your own natural breathing pattern. See if you can get a little bit deeper with each stretch. Pressing a little bit further away from the mat each time we round the spine. And sending that tailbone a little bit higher towards the ceiling each time we arch. So let's do one more here. And coming back to a nice neutral spine. So we're pressing away from the mat without rounding the back. And from here, we're just going to do little rocks forward and back. So on those knees and those wrists, just trying to warm them up. So tiny, gentle rocks forward and back. That's it. Keep the neck nice and long. The shoulders are going past the point of being in line with those wrists, a little bit further forward. Let's do one more here. Then coming back, hold for a second, just turn your fingertips pointing in towards your knees. If you can't reach all the way in towards your knees, that's all right. You can have them to the side, just to wherever you can. If those fingertips are all the way towards your knees and you've got that range of motion, little rocks forward and back here again. If your fingers are pointing out to the side a little bit more, you can't go all the way, little rocks side to side. That's it. So wherever you are, keep warming up those wrists. We keep moving. Amazing. One more here. And hold still for a second. Bring those fingers back forward in the same position. We're going to draw tiny, tiny little circles. So we're going back, out to the side, front, out to the opposite side. Let's go one direction. And then we'll swap over in a moment. We'll reverse those circles. Let's go another 3. Last one here. Once you finish that one, drawing circles the opposite way. Feel the stretch in the back of the forearm. Maybe even in the front. That's it. 3 more here. Amazing. Last one. Coming all the way back in. Perfect. We're going to tuck the back toes under. And then from here, we're going to press those hips up to the ceiling. Straighten those legs. Keep the heels nice and high, finding ourselves in a downward facing dog position. I'm going to take a few moments here just to pedal those legs. So warming up through the ankles this time, bending one knee in at a time, dropping the heel down to the mat if you can, and coming up high on the tippy toes on the opposite foot. That's it, 2 more here. And finding a little bit of stillness, straighten those legs. And we're going to hinge the body forward, coming into a nice plank position. From here, bend the legs. We're going to send the bum back towards your heels. Keep the knees lifted. And then we straighten, send those hips up again, finding ourselves back in that downward facing dog. So we're creating like a wave with your body. We're moving forward into that plank. Bend the knees, press the hips back, straighten the legs, pike the hips up. That's it. We keep moving like this. Nice and slow and controlled. Make that transition between each position nice and smooth. Tummies are in. Everything is nice and activated here. Legs are working. Shoulders, arms. That's it. We are here for another 5. Go for 4. That's it. Beautiful. We've got 3. Press it up as high as you can. Each time, see if you can lengthen a bit more. See if you can stretch a bit more. And we've got last 2. And go 1 more. Piking those hips up. All the way forward. And back into that downward facing dog. Quick little pedal of those legs once more here. Quick little reset. And then you're going to take your left foot. We're going to send that left leg straight up to the ceiling in your 3-legged dog. That's it. Beautiful. From here, we're staying in this position. We're just going to lift and lower that left leg. So keeping that leg nice and straight. Your head is tucked in between your shoulders, looking back towards your toes. We lift and lower that left leg. Once again here, think lengthening, lifting up as high as you can. Imagine you want to touch the ceiling with those toes. Stay strong through the shoulders. And see if you can maintain that nice leveling of the hips. So maybe that means for you that you need to take that left hip down just a tad or lift a bit higher through that right hip. Amazing. We're going to go 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1 more. We're going to lift it all the way up. Keep the leg there. This time we're going to bend the leg, draw it all the way in towards your nose. Tuck the head in even more, so like you're doing a crunch towards your knee. And as we straighten that leg back out behind you, we're going to untuck the head and look forward. So there's a little bit of a, not an arch, but we're unrounding that spine. So bend the knee, crunch it in. Draw those belly buttons in, press the hips a little bit higher. And then we lengthen that back leg. Send the head forward. That's it, so strong through the shoulders. Amazing. We are here for another 4. We've got 3. Don't know how your right glute is feeling right now. Last one. Mine's definitely feeling it. Straighten it. That's beautiful. Tuck that head back in. You're going to take that left leg. We're going to swing the left foot all the way forward. Come and plant it in between both of your hands out the front here. From here, we're going to take that right foot forward as well, finding yourself in a forward fold. Drop the head nice and heavy. Take a big breath in. And as we breathe out, tucking chin to chest, we're going to roll the spine up. Quick little shake out at the top. We're coming into a split squat now. So supporting leg is still the left. And you use that right leg to move forward and back. So take a nice little step back with the right foot. So not too far back like we do into a lunge, just a nice small step back. And then from here we hinge forward, hinge the body forward, press the hips back and down, just like you're about to do your normal parallel squat here. So rather than having both feet implanted into the ground, we're taking that nice little step backwards with the right foot. So nice and slow. You can start with the hands on your hips. As we rise up, press the hips forward, squeeze into those glutes. The right toes come and tap the floor next to your left foot before stepping back again. That's it. So think about I'm doing a squat, not a lunge, just a squat with a little twist. All right, well, let's add in the arms now. So rise the arms up as we hinge back and down. And as we stand up, those arms are going to come down by your pockets. The arms go up as we squat. They go down as we stand. That's it. Keeping that nice long line from the crown of the head down to your tailbone here. Tummies are in. Pressing heavy through that left heel. Definitely starting to feel that left glute. Think about your squat. All right, we're going to go 4 more. Nice long arms. Reach the fingertips away from your body. Go for 2. On that last one, step it back and down. Hold the feet where they are. As you stand up, just straighten the legs, but keep that right foot back behind you. The arms are going to do exactly the same. We're coming into a static split squat this time. So both feet are staying still. We're just bending and straightening through those legs. That's it. So see how low you can get into your squat. Maybe you're able to tap that right knee down to the mat. That's it, amazing. A little bit lower each time if you can. Once again, focusing on that squat position, sending those hips back. We've got another 4. Go for 3. We've got 2. On the next one, I want you to come down and hold just the arms. Hold that squat as low as you can. Just the arms up and down. That's it. Reach the arms behind you, even squeeze into those shoulder blades. Make nice big movements. Holding that squat as low as you can here. Keep breathing. We're going to finish off with some pulses. Go 4 more arms. 3, 2, and on that last one, we're going to keep the arms up, bicep by your ears. If you can, little pulses on those legs, up and down. Go for 10. We've got this. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way up. Take that right foot in. Golly gosh, give that left glute a little bit of love. Those thighs if they need as well. Catch your breath. And then let's get straight onto the next exercise. So, same foot forward, keeping the left foot as our supporting leg here. This time, take a nice big step back with the right toes as far as you can. And then from here, we're going to swivel those right toes around and turn the upper body and the hips to the right. So coming into a sort of a warrior lunge if you do some yoga. We're going to send those arms out long to the side. Feel free to readjust those legs if your step that you took wasn't far enough. Maybe it was too far as well. So nice and low in that lunge. Amazing. From here, we're going to take that right arm, lift it up to the ceiling as you're going to bend the left arm and just come and pop your left elbow down onto your left leg. So keep the waist and the body away from the thigh. We're coming into a nice big side bend, a nice big stretch through the right hand side of the body. Take a big breath out. We're going to lift back up to center and straight away send that right arm down your right leg and lift the left arm up. So we're going the opposite side here. Now range is going to be different for everyone on that side, definitely. There's sort of a tiny little back bend happening as well. So as long as you keep those arms nice and straight, reach the fingertips long and away from the body. And we keep moving from left to right. That's in your own time, at your own pace. I like to use my exhale breath to reach back to center, to lift on up because I find that's the hardest bit. But as long as you're breathing, then we're all good. If it feels nice for you in either of these positions to just hold for a little bit longer, then feel free to do so. If it feels nicer to keep moving, then keep moving. And make sure you're not starting to creep up through that left leg. So make sure you've still got a nice big bend. That's it, nearly there. We're going to go 4 more here. The left thigh definitely burning. We've got 3. Amazing. Go last 2. Nice and long. That's it. Last one here. And all the way back. Beautiful. And as we come back to center, cartwheel those arms and just swivel back facing towards your left foot. Plant both hands down next to your left foot. And then we're going to drop the back knee down, untuck those toes, take a big breath in and reach the arms and the upper body up. So in that nice low lunge position with the right knee down, left foot forward. From here, we're going to send those hips forward here. As we do so, I'm going to get you to cactus those arms out to the side. If I turn side on just so you can see. So nice 90-degree bend as we press those hips forward. As you bring the hips back over that back knee, lift the arms up. Bend the arms, press the hips forward, and then see how you go. But it feels nice for the chest, through the chest and the upper back here. So squeeze into those shoulder blades behind you. Press the hips down and forward. And then see if you can really send those elbows back. See if you can get them out of your line of sight. So they don't need to come down all the way to your waist, just to shoulder height. Really pressing those arms back, the palms back as well. And feel that nice squeeze through the upper back here. Feel a nice opening through the front of the chest. You can add a little bit of a back bend as well if it feels nice. So as you press the hips forward, really send the heart and the eye gaze up to the ceiling. That's it, perfect. Should feel like a really good stretch. A little bit challenging. Amazing. Fingertips spread out, really activate through those arms. We're going to go 4 more here. If you want to stay down for the last 4 and just do these arms and hold a stretch through the legs, feel free to do so. We've got last 2. And go 1 more. Bring it back to center. Take your arms, fold over all the way forward on top of that left leg. Drop the head nice and heavy and curl the toes, the left toes up towards your face. So nice big hamstring stretch here. Release any tension through that lower back on that left hand side. Take a nice big breath in. And breathe out. Just come back up slowly. We're going to turn around facing the side of your mat here. That left leg is still outstretched. We're going to point those toes up to the ceiling. So nice flex foot. We're going to take fingertips, interlace, or your fingers, interlace them behind your head. You can also just hold the fingertips to your temples, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Elbows back, chest nice and open, making sure we're not flaring out through the rib cage. So draw those tummies in still. Press the hips forward just a tad so we're not poking that bum back. And then from here, what we're going to do is take that left elbow, big side bend to the left here, drop it down towards your left thigh. Reach back to center. We're going to go the other way. So right elbow down towards the floor. See if you can lengthen through the left side of your waist. Left elbow down, center. Right elbow down. That's it. So body weight in that right leg. Nice and strong. Sort of moving from the belly button here. Side to side. Now if that's enough for you here, stay here. If you want a little bit more, we're adding a little bit of rotation. So out to the right, hold it there. You're going to twist eye gaze and elbows facing down towards the floor. Rotate back forward and lift back up. The left hand side stays the same, just that nice big bend. But each time you go right, if you want, add in that rotation in. Amazing, nice and controlled. We've got this. Go 4 more here. That's it. It feels good, doesn't it? Keep the elbows out. Strong through the tummies. That's it. We've got last 2 after this. Amazing, and go 1 more. And out to the right. We're going to hold it there and just do those rotations. So down, forward, down, forward, just to where you can. Holding that position here. Keep pressing those hips forward. Squeeze into everything we've got. 4, 3, 2, and last one here. Come on up. Take your arms out, just roll out through those shoulders and just shuffle around here. Keep the left toes back, send those right toes back behind you, pike those hips up. We're back in that downward facing dog. If you need a quick pedal of those legs, then feel free. Otherwise, we've got those legs on the other side. So finding a little bit of stillness, you're going to take your right leg, send it straight up to the ceiling in that 3-legged dog. From here, hold that position. we lift and lower the right leg. It's a nice big kick up to the ceiling. You want to lengthen through the body each time. See if you can reach the toes up to the roof. Hips are leveled, the head's tucked in between your shoulders. You're looking back towards your toes. We're pressing strong through both hands. All 10 of your fingertips, the palm of the hand. That's it, pressing away from the mat. Amazing. We're here for another 5. Nice and slow. Go for 4. 3. After 2, we've got those crunches coming up. So on that last one, kick the right leg up. And then this time we bend the knee, crunch it in towards your nose, tuck the head in, look in towards your belly button. As you straighten the right leg back out and up, you're going to untuck the head and look forward. That's it. Crunch it in. Hips are nice and high. The back heel is lifted. And straighten out, untuck the head, look forward. So sort of a downward facing dog meet cat-cow. That's it. We've got this. Nice and slow here. Go 4 more. Amazing. We've got 3. Nearly there. Go for 2. Beautiful. Last one. Send it up. And then take that left foot, swing it all the way forward, come and plant it in between your hands on the mat. And then take the left foot, bring it all the way forward, finding yourself in a forward fold position. A nice big breath in at the bottom. And as we breathe out, tuck chin to chest, unravel the spine. Coming back to standing, nice little shoulder roll at the top, quick little wiggle, readjusting the pants, the leggings. And when we're ready, straight into it, starting with that split squats again. Right leg forward, take a tiny step back with the left, send the bottom back and down, hinge forward from those hips, that's it, tummy's in, and we come all the way up, tap the toes forward, step back, hinge forward, squat down, that's it. So once again, just put it in your head that you're doing a squat, another lunge. Imagine there's a chair behind you, you're trying to sit on, hands can be on your hips. Don't know why I like to move my arms when I do squats. I feel awkward having the hands on the hips. Soon enough, we're going to add in those arms though. Nice and straight. Let's do a few more reps without. That's it. Focus on getting low. Little press of those hips forward each time you stand up. Amazing. When you're ready, adding in those arms. Each time we lower down into our squats, the arms go up, bicep by your ears. As you stand up, arms come down by your pocket. Perfect. Pressing heavy through that right heel. Nice long line from the crown of the head down to your tailbone. That right, no, not the right, the left heel stays lifted. Amazing. We're going to go 5 more here before we jump into those static split squats. That's it. Go 3 more. 2. Now on that last one, keep the left toes where they are. As you stand up, both feet stay exactly where they are. So we just bend and straighten through those legs this time. So there's no stepping forward each time we come up. That left foot stays exactly where it is. Arms are exactly the same. And see if you can come and tap that left knee down on the mat maybe. Still have it in your mind that you're doing a squat. Nice hinge forward from those hips. Amazing. We have got another 5. After 4, we're going to stay down, just do the arms, and we're going to finish off with some pulses. Those nice little burny pulses. Go last 2. And 1, hold it down as low as you can, just the arms up and down. Reach them back as well. Nice and dynamic here. Nice long arms. That's it, hold that position. Get a little bit lower if you can. Go another 4. In 3, we pulse it up and down. Go for 2. And last one, reach the arms up and down here on those legs. Ooh, yeah. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Take those left toes forward. Really, really crampy in my bum. Give it a good bash if you need to. Give those legs a little rub. Grab a drink of water if you need one. And we're going to come into those warrior lunges. Take a big step back with your left leg. And we swivel out to the side. Take those arms out wide. Readjust your feet if you need to. Nice big low bend through that right leg. Left leg nice and straight. Toes pointing in different directions. And take a nice big side bend to the right. Pop the right elbow down onto your right knee. Lift up through that right sideways. So keep it nice and lifted. And then we swing over to the left. Left arm down the left leg. Right arm up and overhead. That's it. Keep the upper body tracking out to the side there. And a little reminder here. So if it feels good for you to stay down in one of those stretches and hold it for a bit longer, entirely up to you. Do what feels good for you today. If it feels better to stay moving, to keep moving, also a great option. That's it, reaching the fingertips away from the body as far as you can. Really lengthening. Amazing. Let's go for another 4. Perfect, we've got 3. Stay low in that right leg, making sure you're not starting to creep back up. We've got last one here. And all the way back. As we come forward again, just cartwheel those hands. Swivel the back foot, finding yourself in that nice low lunge position. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. Take a big breath in. Lift the arms and the chest up, the upper body up. Coming back into that nice big chest expansion and thigh stretch here. We're going to send the hips down and forward, stretching out through the thighs as you bend through the elbows and send those elbows and the palms back behind you. Then we press those hips back, send the arms straight up to the ceiling. That's it. So Back on the angle here. Nice and wide. Elbows down to shoulder height. Press back out of your line of sight. If you want to add in a little bit of a back bend, eye gaze and chest up to the ceiling. Only if that feels nice. And we just keep moving here. That's it, beautiful. Feel those shoulder blades squeezing in your upper back. Amazing. 4 more here if you'd like to hold your lunge down and press those hips down to the mat and forward and just move those arms. Go another 2. And last one. Coming all the way up, take your arms forward, planted them down next to your foot on the mat. Hinge the body forward, drop over that front leg. Nose to knee if you can reach. And then curl those toes up to the ceiling. So nice big hamstring stretch here. Nice big breath in. And as we breathe out, just slowly lift back up. Swivel around. The right leg is still out straight, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. And your left hip sitting over that right knee. Press the hips forward, so slight tuck of the pelvis under. Draw those abs in. Chest open, fingertips interlaced behind your head, thumbs running down your neck, lengthen through the spine. Big breath in, we tilt over to the right, so right elbow down towards your right thigh. Breath out, come back to center. Breath in, tilt to the left. That's it, lengthen through that waist. Perfect, and we keep going here from side to side. Nice and controlled. Perfect. So if with each rep you can get a little bit lower. And when you're ready, adding in a little bit of rotation. If you did on the other side. As we tilt over to the left this time, we're going to hold it there. Twist the head and the elbows facing down towards the floor. Twist back forward and lift on up. So each time we hinge to the left, hold for a little rotation. That's it, nice and slow and controlled. Nice and long. Perfect, we're going to go another 4. Keep pressing those hips forward, making sure we're not starting to press the bum back. Getting a little bit tired. Go for 3. Now after these 2, we're going to stay down over to the left and hold for just the rotations. So give me 1 more here. Out to the right, up to center, out to the left. Hold it there, just the rotations. Down, forward, down, forward. That's it, keep going. Nice and strong, we've got this. Go for another 5. We've got 4, 3, 2, and last one here. Coming all of the way back up. Take your arms down, roll out through the shoulders, and we're going to finish off with a little plank series. So from where you are, you're just going to turn around to the left. Keep the right toes back behind you. You're going to take those left toes, send them out. feet hip distance apart, making sure shoulders sitting over those wrists. We're in a full plank position. Press strong through the shoulders, so chest away from the mat. From here, a little bend through the knees, a little knee tap down to the mat, and straighten out again. So imagine someone's coming behind you and just kicking you in the back of the legs. You know how sometimes people do that? So annoying. All right. So see if you can keep the hips sort of same level and just come and tap those knees down. You might not be able to reach, that's okay, as long as there's movement happening here. Bend and straighten. That's it. If the double version's not for you, go one leg at a time. So keep one leg straight as the other bends. Or we're going double leg here. Nice soft bend through the elbows. We're not locking them out. All right, we're nearly there. After 3, I'm going to take those feet into a knee hover. Last 2. And 1. Out in your plank, take your right toes forward, left toes forward until your knees sit underneath your hips, but we're hovering. We're going to send both knees actually, out to the left. So a little twist through the waist, come back to center. Both knees out to the right. So a little oblique twist from side to side here, keeping those knees off the mat. That's it, nice and slow. Perfect. So we're rocking side to side on those toes. Amazing. We have another 4. Nice and controlled. Go for 3. Super strong. Take a break if you need to. Although there's only 2 left, we've got this. Go last one here. Come back to center. Little pulses up and down. We've got this. Finish off. Super strong. Little pulses. The knees don't touch. Little ups and downs. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten those legs out. Press the hips up. Bring into your downward facing dog. Woo! Quick little pedal of those legs. Nice little reset here. Then when you're ready, taking that right leg up to the ceiling and take that right foot, ankle, and knee all the way forward. Pop it down onto the mat into a pigeon stretch. Had a blank here for a second. All right. So back leg is nice and straight behind you. You can hold the upper body up if that feels just enough, or you can come down on those elbows as well. Lean the upper body down and forward. See if you can press maybe that left hip down just a tad more towards the mat. Lift up through that right hip. There you get that nice big pull in that right glute, nice big stretch. You can drop the forehead down onto those fists as well if that feels nice, if you want a nice little relaxing moment. One more big breath in here. And as you breathe out, just press yourself back up, and we're going to do a swap over. So swing that left leg forward, swing the right leg back behind you, stretch it out through the left side. Options here again, upper body up, if that's enough. If you want to sort of chill, or if you want more, drop the upper body down. You can drop the forehead onto those fists. Right hip down, left hip up, level that up. One more big breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out, just press yourself back up. Come and plant both of your palms just right next to your knee there. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee up, send the left toes back. Press the hips up in that downward facing dog, and straight from here, we're going to tippy toe the feet all the way forward, just behind your hands there. Finding yourself in that nice forward fold position. Hang down here for a few rounds of your breath. So let the gravity take over. Dangle the arms, dangle the upper body, let the head drop. And take nice big breaths in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. If it feels nice for you, you might want to sway from side to side. Gentle little rock. You can stay still. Whatever feels best. And then finding a little bit of stillness again. Take one more big breath in through your nose. And as we breathe out, tucking chin to chest, we're going to restack that spine until we're back to standing. Head coming last. Take a nice big shoulder roll back at the top and forward. And one last thing, bringing those hands on your lower back, pressing those hips forward, looking up to the ceiling. A nice little back bend to finish off. And coming back to center. You're all done for today, guys.